In his book, The Wounded Healer, Henry Nouwen tells a story about a conversation between the prophet Elijah and a rabbi. The rabbi was asking a question. He said to the prophet Elijah, "Tell me, when will the Messiah come?" And the prophet responded, "Well, you need to go and ask him yourself." And so the rabbi said, "Well, where will I find him? How will I know that it is him?" And the prophet said, "Well, go to the gates of the city where all of the poor, the wounded, those who are in need of healing are just gathered around. You'll see a whole crowd of people there." So the rabbi said, "But how will I know that it is the Messiah?" And the prophet said, "Because the Messiah will be the one, not who takes all of his bandages off at once and then bandages himself all back up at once. But he will be the one who takes his bandages off one at a time and puts them back on one at a time in order that he can help others if it is needed." I think that's what really the Lord is saying to us today on this Divine Mercy Sunday, that even in the midst of woundedness, even in the midst of challenges, even in the midst of our own perhaps healing, we are called upon to be available to help others. When he walked into the room on that particular first day of the week, notice the first words out of his mouth that he said to the apostles who were gathered was, "Peace be with you." He was saying to them, "Shalom." He was saying to them, "Here I am going to breathe on you and commission you to go and to forgive sins, to go and bring the gift of resurrection and of hope to others. Don't just keep it to yourself, but have that gift of harmony, have that gift of calmness within, and share the gift of mercy with others in forgiveness of sins." In other words, the disciples, those who knew the Lord and loved him, they were hurting because they missed him. They didn't understand all that had happened in those days. And Jesus is trying to put it together for them by telling them, "Go forth and now do the same." In the midst of your own hurt, you can do great works by helping others. Thomas, who really gets kind of a raw deal in all of this, really kind of ashamed through the centuries, has been known as Doubting Thomas. Really, it's not really fair to Thomas because Thomas was not there the first time. What would we say in this age and in our culture, which is, I want to see it and I want to see it now. I want proof. We're all probably doubting Thomases in that respect because we want to see evidence. And so Thomas was just saying, I want to see the nails in his side. I want to see the wounds. I want to see the scars. I want to see the bruises. I want to see the blood. And he was just doing what human nature would tell us to do. He was being very human by questioning and asking. And so when he met Thomas, Jesus said to him, "Well, go ahead and put your hand in my side. Go ahead and touch. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to show you my own vulnerability. I'm not afraid to tell you about what pain was, because I want you to realize in your own pain that there's going to be hope for healing." Today we celebrate Divine Mercy Sunday. It is a day when we are all called upon, especially in this Jubilee year of mercy, to bring our challenges, to bring our own hurts to the Lord. So you have to say, what is maybe on our mind today? Is there someone who has hurt us? Is there some group that has hurt us? Is there some person in our lives, some situation, maybe that needs healing? Bring it to God. In the quiet of your own heart today, just kind of take your own hand and put it into the Lord's wounds to say that hurt does exist. And if anybody ever tells you, well, just get over it, well, that's not really fair because that's minimizing what hurt is all about. You see, really what the Lord is saying is be open to it, that even the one who gives healing has wounds himself. And so as a result, the Lord invites. He's inviting us today to say, to place upon this altar on the second Sunday of Easter, that as the paten is raised, as the chalice is given up to the heavens, to place in that today something that maybe we need healing from. What is it that we need God's love, his forgiveness, perhaps his goodness, maybe his kindness? Those are all definitions for mercy. Where is it that we need the gift of compassion in our lives? Just place it there on the altar and see how resurrection can come, how new life can be made present on this second Sunday of Easter, so that as we hear about the Lord coming and appearing to the disciples, he's appearing to each one of us as well. He did not die, but he lives, and he lives to give us the hope of eternal and everlasting life. And to know that he's always there willing to help us, that in the midst of his own pain and suffering, he did it for us. He took the hit for us, for our sins, for our wrongs, and for all in the past and in the future that we have done, because he wants us to be saints with him in heaven. He wants us one day to be with him in that kingdom of heaven, to rise from all, perhaps, the darkness there may be here on this earth, and to go to the heavens and to bring it to him. It's the hope that he gives us in the gift of our baptism. It is the hope that he gives us in our faith.